Good morning, everyone. Dr. Mindy here. I had a lady watch my video on the tonsils and sulfur, and she asked the question, what about tonsil stones? Is it the same thing? Would you take sulfur for tonsillary stones? And my answer is actually no. When we have tonsil stones, this is just through 18 years of dentistry, 8 years of naturopathic practice that I've kind of put these pieces together. So this may be considered controversial information, and there's a lot of people that are probably going to disagree with me, but here we go. So when we have tonsillary stones, I always look at nutrient absorption first. The reason for this is you have to be able to absorb calcium. So for example, I had a lady come in, this is probably 5 or 6 years ago. She came in and she had gone to an independent lab and had her blood work done. She didn't have a physician that she was seeing. She was afraid of the doctor, was not going to go to a traditional doctor. So she went to a lab, had her blood work done, and when she came in to see me, she had all of her paperwork. And I told her, you know, based on your urine and saliva, I can see that you are so far outside of an assimilation range that you're absorbing next to nothing. This is kind of a dire situation for your body. We need to get this resolved. I'm going to help you fix it. And I told her that the way I was going to do this was specifically compounded calciums for this process, which is called biologic ionization, which is a fancy word for I'm going to bring your body back into balance. So she immediately told me that she had had her blood work done, and her calcium levels were through the roof. So she told me she didn't feel like she should be taking any calcium because her calcium levels in her blood were so high. I explained to her that when you're so deficient for such a long period of time in calcium, your body will pull calcium from your long bones, and it's in your blood for transport, for use, because you are so in such a dire straits. And when you go in and you draw blood, it's like taking a snapshot in time of what's going on in your body. So what she is seeing, interpreting her own lab work, was incredibly high levels of calcium in the blood, even though she wasn't taking any calcium. So by her avoiding calcium in all forms, in my opinion, this was actually making her worse. She doesn't even have a chance to absorb calcium because she's eliminating it from her diet and avoiding it completely. I'm about to run out of time, so I'm going to have to do a part 2, and I want to kind of tell you how this ties into tonsil stones. I'll be right back.